Inching up on 2 months ago, Jaclyn Hill uploaded a video called Closing My Brands. And in that video, she talked about how she was closing 2 out of the 3 brands that her name was associated with. The 2 that she formerly owned. Cozy, which was a sleepwear / lounge kind of stuff brand, and then her jewelry brand called Jaclyn Roxanne. And in that video, she said this.
As for Jaclyn Cosmetics goes, honestly, you guys, I don't know the future of my brand.
And she also said this.
At the end of the day, guys, I don't really want to be a brand owner. I know that so many people thrive doing that. There's people and personalities out there that like a Kim Kardashian, I think that's what makes them happy, is just to create more and more brands. And for me, that's not it.
Where this comes into play today is that we've heard from an insider who heard from an insider that Jaclyn Cosmetics is on its way out. So what I want to do today is I want to kind of take you through the history and why I believe that this is true. Even though this is very allegedly at this point, it really makes a lot of sense why Jaclyn Cosmetics would be closing. So we're going to start with that in top news. After that, we have a very, some people may find it debatable topic about a celebrity who got famous through Real Housewives. Her name is Bethenny Frankel. She made an interesting choice to give away some makeup to someone that worked at a store, and it got her what she calls canceled. I have so many thoughts about this situation, but I can't wait to hear your thoughts as well. Beyond that, when we get into the product report, we'll talk about Gwyneth Paltrow's first dip into color cosmetics with her brand Goop. I'll tell you my thoughts on what those products are and whether they fit the Goop theme. Goop is an interesting brand. Are these products just as interesting as the rest of the products that she's launched? I will let you know my thoughts. We also have another skincare line that I have lots of thoughts on that as well. I'm going to share with you, plus, of course, all of the products that were launched this week, including gift sets and just all kinds of stuff. So if that sounds interesting to you, hang tight. We are jumping into it right now. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to What's Up in Makeup, where we talk about everything that is happening in the beauty space all in one place, so you do not have to search the internets. I have done the searching for you. And we are going to start, of course, with Ms. Jaclyn Hill and the rumor that Jaclyn Cosmetics is closing. Let us start with the facts, the things that we know to be true. I'll let you know when we get into allegedly land. For now, let's talk facts. So Jaclyn Cosmetics, as you know, is owned by the people that took over Forma Brands. So Forma Brands declared bankruptcy. Underneath the Forma Brands umbrella is Morphe 2, Jaclyn Cosmetics, and Lipstick Queen is still listed. Playa Hair Care is not listed on their website anymore. Such Good Everything, their vitamin brand, is not listed there anymore. Before Forma existed, Jaclyn Hill signed a licensing contract with Morphe Cosmetics specifically in 2018. It happened in July of that year. We know this because of the court documents that were filed in the bankruptcy. We also know that Morphe paid for the lipstick bullets, for the actual product that was then sent out to customers that was contaminated with all kinds of stuff. Those lipstick bullets launched in 2019. What I found interesting about this timeline is that according to court documents, again, Jaclyn had signed that contract with Morphe and switched over the contract to be with Forma Brands only 1 day before the lipsticks officially launched. I don't know whether that's relevant, what that's relevant to, but I'm sure it is relevant to something. It is just still a little missing piece of the puzzle why she switched the contract over specifically 1 day before the lipstick launch. Something is going on there that we don't know. Anyway, I digress. So when Forma declared bankruptcy as the parent company, all of the child companies is what I like to call them. All of the companies underneath also declared bankruptcy. So that included, Morphe 2, Jaclyn Cosmetics at the time, Playa Hair Care, Such Good Everything. They all had to declare bankruptcy at the same time. As that bankruptcy closed up, a couple of lenders, Jefferies Finance LLC and Cerberus Capital Management, ended up taking ownership ownership of Forma and all of the child companies because they were already owed hundreds of millions of dollars. So it was like, we're not getting our hundreds of millions of dollars back, so we might as well get these brands and all of that and try to get our money back through rebuilding these brands. Now, this is where the allegedly starts, and it starts with a man named Kevin James Bennett. If you have never heard of him, he is a professional makeup artist. He's been working in the makeup industry for decades, helping brands to formulate products and market products and all of that. He does all of the things behind the scenes for lots of brands, and he knows lots of people. He's been doing it a long time. And when you're in an industry, you kind of get to know people, and when you get to know people, people tell you things. And he was at a trade show. And at that trade show, one of his industry insider friends who happens to work for the company that manufactures Jaclyn Cosmetics was like, Kevin, just so you know, I don't think that Forma is going to continue with Jaclyn Cosmetics. And beyond that, they offered Jaclyn the opportunity to buy Jaclyn Cosmetics from Forma brands. And according to this guy, Jaclyn turned that down. And Kevin's main point was, if Jaclyn really wanted to have her little girl dream come true of being a makeup brand owner, why wouldn't she buy Jaclyn Cosmetics from Forma brands?
Like, my dream could come true. Like, my little girl dream could come true. Like, I could create my own cosmetic line.
And it's very important to note that we don't know. We don't know if this person is accurately representing the situation, why Jaclyn wouldn't buy back her brands. But remember in her brand video where she said she was closing her brands, she said,
like, I don't want to have 60 employees that I oversee. You know, I don't want to be on Zoom calls all day, every day. Like, I want to do something creative. I want to work with my hands. Like, I want to, you get it.
Because this is the thing, is that wanting to be a brand owner and loving that idea and getting the notoriety of being a brand owner is different than actually doing the tasks it takes to be a brand owner. If you've ever met a brand owner, if you've ever owned a brand yourself, you know how much goes into the back end of it. And the thing is she had a freaking sweet ass deal with Morphe, a sweet deal. I'm about to spit some facts again. Back into the court documents, Jaclyn was earning 15% commission off of the net sales from all of Jaclyn Cosmetics. And it seems like, based on what she said publicly, that all she really did for the company was just show up to photo shoots, take some pictures, create a couple of YouTube videos, and she was collecting 15% of the entire brand's net sales without having to order packaging, without having to hire the photographers and plan the photo shoots, without having to worry about fulfillment and distribution facilities and manufacturing facilities and labs and all of the things, the finances of it, all of the stuff. She didn't have to do any of that. None of it. She just had to show up, and just show up the way she had shown up for just general collaborations that she had done with Morphe in the past.
So after my lipstick launch happened and things obviously did not go as planned, I honestly became zombie-like. I did the absolute bare minimum. As a founder and CEO, I just relied on my team to just kind of like float me through everything.
She may have also helped with color choices and things like that, but that's the fun part. You don't have to fire anybody when all you're doing is picking out colors. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do any of the hard stuff like, well, we go with this lab or this lab when this is more profitable, but this one's more trustworthy. There's just so much that goes into being a brand owner that is really, really hard, and she didn't have to do any of that. If she buys her brand from Forma, she's going to have to figure out how all of that is going to get done. Whether she does it herself, whether she hires somebody to do it, she's going to have to deal with all of it.
I want to get back to what makes me happy, and I've never been happier in my life, like my business life and my career, than when I was just simply creating content. And I miss it so much. So at this point, I don't know what's going to happen with Jaclyn Cosmetics because of the decisions that I've made, because of the fact that I did the bare minimum.
Another thing from court documents that we know is that Jaclyn's contract that she had with Forma prior to the bankruptcy was rejected by the new owners, that 15% deal. And they were paying her out on that deal through the bankruptcy. And it didn't say anything about any future contracts. So we don't know whether Jaclyn re-signed a contract with the new owners? And if she did, what were the terms of those contracts? We just don't know. It's not in the court documents, at least that I could find. What this all ends in is, to me, I see no reason why Jaclyn would want to own Jaclyn Cosmetics in reality. In theory, yes. In reality, it just doesn't sound like her bag. And I'm going to be 100% with you. It's not my bag either. I wouldn't want it either. I don't want to do all that work and stuff. I like just filming my YouTube videos and all of that. And I like making marshmallows and selling them at farmers markets. I don't want to deal with all of the extra stuff either. So I would totally be with her on this situation. I am not shaming her in any way for if this is true that she didn't want to buy her brand. I would not shame her for that at all, because that is not my journey either. But the lack of congruency here with Jaclyn specifically is that she said that this was her little girl dream, and now she is turning that little girl dream down because, in my opinion, the reality isn't the same as the dream. The other thing that we may want to take into consideration is that Jaclyn does not get the same attention that she used to. When Jaclyn Cosmetics first started, when she had launched the white palette and the vault and all of that, she was getting 1 million views on YouTube easy. Now she's still doing very well, but it's hard for her to crack 300,000 views. And that's a significant difference when it comes to an audience size. Yes, 300,000 views is still very, very good, but it's a fraction of the audience that she used to have. And maybe she sees this as a risk, that maybe she just doesn't see the return on investment, that she knows she won't get the sales that she used to get, and therefore the work won't be worth it, even if she pushed herself to do it. So those are just my personal thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. You know, I find Jaclyn and all of this extremely fascinating, and I know that a lot of you do too. If you are not into American reality TV, you may have never heard of Bethenny Frankel. I am not big into American reality TV, so I have a very limited knowledge of who she is. So I had to look it up just to make sure I got it right. Apparently, she was on The Apprentice with Martha Stewart, and then she was on Real Housewives of New York, and then that ended up spinning off into a bunch of other reality shows that she did. She's also the founder of the brand Skinny Girl. She's written books. She has 2 podcasts. What you need to know about Bethenny for this story is just that she has a pretty big social reach, and she presents herself as somebody that has a lot of money. When you have a big social reach and you talk about makeup companies will start reaching out to you to send you free product. And that's what's happened with Bethenny. And I can totally empathize with this. You end up getting so many products because the brand sends you entire lines and you only pick maybe 1 or 2 of the things, and you're left with like 10 things. And what do you do with the things that you're not going to use? Well, a lot of us will give them away to friends and family, stuff like that. She said that she does that. After giving away so much PR to friends and family and stuff, she was thinking, who else could I give this stuff to? Well, apparently Bethenny likes to go to TJ Maxx. And when she goes to TJ Maxx, sometimes she chats it up with the people there. So she thought to herself, hey, I have all this stuff. It's worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I want to do a good thing. I want to give this PR makeup. I want to give this stuff to the employees of TJ Maxx, this one employee in particular, and make their day, do a random act of kindness. On its face, that sounds like it's a kind of a nice thing to do. A lot of us would be very thankful to receive some free high-end makeup. But Bethenny went wrong in many ways, and she doesn't seem to understand what she did wrong. So let's talk about it. Here is the original video. I am going to blur out the employee's face because it is very clear that this employee did not give consent to being filmed.
So I came to TJ Maxx with my daughter because the women who work here are so nice and they're always complimenting me on what we buy. So I wanted to bring them some of the leftover makeup that I just try, like open up and put in a giveaway pile, but it's all brand new. My purchases, what's your name? Consuela? Okay, so I've got some goodies for you in here. So I put them in separate bags, like, so it's like got separate, like eyeshadow, brushes, lip, whatever, but I'm gonna give you the whole thing and you can give it out to your friends, but they're all things that have been opened once and like not used, but they're good and fancy and expensive. Okay? A lot of trouble for taking it. No, you won't. I'll talk to corporate. You're not going to get in trouble. Why would you get in trouble? Don't worry. Just not allowed to take any kind of gratuity or gifts. Oh, my God. All right, Consuela, I'm going to message TJ Maxx on the Instagram, and they're going to make an exception. Okay? Don't worry. They'll come reach out to you because the people are going to speak. Okay, Consuela, you're the best.
I have to make a special note of the look of horror that this woman has on her face when Bethenny tries to give her this makeup, when she knows it looks like she doesn't want the stuff. And then it also looks like she is worried that she is going to lose her job for taking this stuff. She is clearly uncomfortable, and hopefully you can see that in her body language. So Bethenny goes home and she uploads this video. I don't know how she didn't see how uncomfortable this woman was. This is the second video that Bethenny uploaded. This is the one that's still available on her TikTok.
I'm in a lot of trouble and I think I'm being canceled. I did something very wrong. In some cases, I'll open a box and it rips the box a little bit, and then I'll look at a shade to see if it's right for me and determine it's not right. Now we have a ripped box. So it's not new, it's not used, but I don't need it because I don't need 3 concealers and 3 shades. I need 1 concealer and 1 shade, if that. I certainly don't need all 3 of these. So I will open it up, put it on my hand, maybe put it on my lips, not from the applicator because I know that I'm going to give it away. And then what I do is I have a whole big bin or bag that I keep all the things that I'm not going to use, but that are perfectly good. I was at TJ Maxx and the women were complimenting some of the things I bought. Oh, that's so nice. I want to get that. I wish I could afford it. So I went back there with this big bag of probably like $1,000 in makeup. And they have a policy where they can't accept it. Luckily, Restoration Hardware doesn't have that policy. And I brought over the same bag that I got back from TJ to Restoration Hardware. But it's been all over the worldwide internet that I'm really cheap, which maybe I actually am because I don't waste anything. So that I'm really cheap and that, what is it called? White savior complex. So people like to use these really big woke words and terms like narrative and gaslighting just to act like they're really smart. So I may have white savior complex because I brought perfectly good, unused but opened makeup to people that I don't think would be able to buy this level of makeup on their own. So I guess I'm being canceled. What shall we all do? Thoughts and prayers.
So that is what happened. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about my personal opinion about this. So the first thing is, if you open a liquid product, if it's a powder product, it's fine. But a liquid product, once you open it up, you're introducing air into that product and it is no longer brand new. And if you swatch that product on your hand, on your skin, whether you put it on your lips or your face or not, that is 100% not brand new. The second issue is just her general interaction with Consuelo and Consuelo's reaction. She looks visibly uncomfortable. This PR was a burden for Bethenny. She had so much of it, she wanted to get rid of it. And now she is burdening Consuelo with her crap when Consuelo clearly doesn't want it. It's kind of like if, let's say somebody has a big Star Wars collection and they get all this stuff from Disney for Star Wars stuff. And it's so much. And they come to me and they say, here, take my Lego Millennium Falcon, which is what, thousands of dollars or whatever. I don't know what to do with that because I don't care about the Lego Millennium Falcon, and now I have this giant box of Legos and now I don't know what to do with it. And maybe there's like trading cards in there and action figures and stuff, and maybe it's worth a lot of money, but I don't like that stuff. And now I have to figure out how I'm going to get rid of it. And even if eventually maybe I could sell some of it, maybe I could give some of it away, it still gives me something I have to do with it that I wasn't planning on doing. And maybe I don't want that responsibility. I think that's the way Consuelo may have been feeling. The other issue is that Bethenny assumes that if she talks to TJ Maxx corporate, that they are going to make an exception for Consuelo, which I think is extremely arrogant. Bethenny literally made Consuelo violate terms of her employment on camera and then put it on the internet. It seems like Consuelo was able to give those products back to Bethenny because Bethenny does say she took it over to Restoration Hardware and ended up giving it to people over there. And just some things about what Bethenny was saying, how she said, people are calling her cheap. I don't think cheap is the right word. I think it's just inconsiderate. She doesn't seem to be tuned into how her thinking she's being considerate could affect other people. She doesn't seem to care. That it's more about her showing the internet how generous she is than actually the act of being generous. And this is what really, when it grinds my gears when people use the word woke in a negative way. It really, it's like a guttural, it's like I hate it so much. She calls white savior complex a big woke word, which just really shows how disconnected she is from what she did. She also talks about how Consuelo, quote, can't buy this level of makeup on her own. Maybe she doesn't want that level of makeup. I know I've said that a couple of times, but it's just so inconsiderate. She could have gotten in a conversation with Consuelo or one of her coworkers and said, hey, I have so much makeup at home that I get from companies. Would it be okay if I brought you some? And then responded appropriately to that. At that point, that would have given Consuelo the ability to let Bethenny know that she wasn't allowed to accept the products without creating this awkward situation on camera. And of course, giving swatched or open liquid makeup to people that you don't know personally is just not okay. It's just not okay unless you have specifically told them, hey, this stuff has been swatched, this stuff has been opened, do you want it anyway? You need to let people know so they can say yes or no. There is absolutely nothing wrong with giving PR to people that you don't know, but there has to be some kind of etiquette to it. Stuff is not a gift if the person can't use it. And unloading your stuff onto someone that doesn't want it is not kindness. And those are my thoughts on this topic. Please leave yours down in the comments down below. It is so nice sitting here in the US when I see countries outside of the US looking out for their citizens against corporations. And the EU seems to do a pretty good job with this. And one of the biggest issues right now that I feel like all governments need to be aware of when it comes to cosmetic marketing and other marketing, not just cosmetics, but just products in general, is greenwashing. If you've never heard of greenwashing, it is the act of using unregulated terms to market products as green without any proof or evidence that they are in fact environmentally friendly. The European Parliament and Council have provisionally agreed, not formally, but provisionally agreed on new rules to ban misleading green ads in order to help consumers avoid basing their purchasing choices on misleading information. So basically, if you want to sell anything that is called natural or environmentally friendly or climate neutral or biodegradable, if you want to sell any of that in the EU, you have to prove that it is actually those things. If a company just sells in the EU but isn't manufactured there, they still have to follow those rules. A formal vote on this is expected in November, and if it passes, brands will have 2 years to become compliant with the new rules that will then become law. I hope the US takes some notes. I really do. I honestly, seriously doubt that anything will change here, though, because I do feel like our government is really, one to look out for big business. It doesn't matter who's in charge. I do feel like big business kind of runs things. So I don't see this happening here, but congratulations to the EU. I am quite jealous. We have made it to the product report. So just as a friendly reminder, any links down below that are links to products or websites, I may earn a small commission if you click that link and purchase. If you choose to do that, thank you so much for supporting the channel. It helps me to continue to do this job and continue to produce What's Up in Makeup for you. And with that being said, let us talk about Goop. Let us talk about Gwyneth Paltrow. She is introducing new color cosmetics. If you're familiar with Gwyneth Paltrow, and you've seen her lately, you probably noticed that she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, so this product actually fits pretty well in with her and her aesthetic. The product is called the Colorblur Glow Balm, and in a public statement, Gwyneth said, quote, "I don't really wear makeup unless I'm dressing up for something, but this is something in between. It's this nourishing sheer cream color that leaves your skin looking like you just came in from a run or a dip in the ocean. There are 5 shades. They are $34 each. There's also a bundle of 3 for $102. But if you do the math on that, there's no discount on buying the bundle. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, Is she going to put something weird in the formula? Is there going to be like something related in it or something? You know what I mean? Like, what is she gonna do to this? And I looked at the ingredient list and it's actually relatively typical. Like, there's nothing in there that makes me go, what the heck is she doing? Like, it's pretty ordinary, actually. There's oils, there's waxes, there's the humectant called glycerin to put water into the skin, there's some pigments, and no oil. So I'm actually really thankful about that. And I think we're going to see the red flag, but the general people that aren't in the makeup space may not see this. Let us discuss. So she did an interview with Bazaar, the magazine, and this is what she said, quote, "We thought it might be really nice to lean into the no makeup look that I sort of do in my own life. Then when we were starting to think about the formulations, I just got excited about the idea of skincare blending with makeup and that you could just put beautiful moisturizers and antioxidants into the product itself." And then she went on to say, "I felt like we were creating a truly different product." Gwyneth. Literally every freaking major makeup company is putting skincare in their makeup right now. Like every single one. Well, maybe not everyone. I would say at least 80%. Like when we go into the product report, like it's all like, especially like the foundations, the blushes, the cream products, the concealers, all of that. It's all skincare infused. That's what's trendy right now. And I felt like this was like her being like, you know, my team and I, we had this idea to put skincare in makeup. And we were like, wow, that's a great idea. This will be so unique. Girl. But the thing is a lot of people may not know that because they're not as in tune as we are. And that's what irritates me about the whole thing is it's like, I don't like to see people manipulating people. And I feel like that's kind of a manipulation. In the end, if someone's wanting skincare infused makeup, they may be interested in this. But to make it sound like it's so unique, girl. I mean, maybe Gwyneth herself is not in tune with the makeup space, but somebody on her team should have been. Somebody on her team should have been like, yeah, everybody's doing this. Like somebody should have let her know. Maybe she just legit didn't know. We can give her the benefit of the doubt. I just found that it was weird. It just felt really inauthentic. But maybe that's just her. Maybe it's her. I don't know her. Who knows? Another very interesting launch we have from Vaseline. They've launched a brand new line. It's called Radiant X, and it's dedicated specifically to deeper skin tones. It is designed to improve moisture and balance, as well as reduce the appearance of dark spots and uneven skin tone. It includes an even tone nourishing body lotion, which was formulated with 1% niacinamide, which is really nice to even out the skin tone for people that have that they want to address. There's also the Deep Nourishment Body Cream, which is made with 100% shea butter, then the replenishing hydrating body oil, and a hand butter. Vaseline said that they launched the line to improve the offering for people of darker skin tones. As they say, many skincare lines are designed to treat all skin tones the same. And this goes actually along. It's interesting to see Vaseline do this because a lot of the celebrity brands have been going this route. So like, for example, John Legend's Loved One was specifically formulated for deeper skin tones. And then we had Sable Labs by Idris and Sabrina Elba. And then we had the baby care line called Proudly by Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, of course. So it's been a thing in celebrity lines, and now Vaseline is catching on to it. So I think there's definitely a market for it, and I think that it's been a neglected market for a long time, and I feel like it's great that Vaseline is creating these products because I'm assuming they're going to be at a relatively low price point so they can be accessible to so many people. So this next one, you know, I like to talk about marketing techniques, right? I like to kind of dissect them and be like, what is the purpose of this? And one of the most popular marketing techniques is to figure out a need that customers have and then figure out a product that's going to fill that need that will be something that is new to the market. But what if all the needs are actually met? So can you create a need based on something that isn't real? And then create a product that meets that need because you convince consumers that they have a need that they don't actually have. Because when the problem doesn't actually exist, of course, there aren't going to be products to address it. Pretty smart, right? So we have a new brand. It is called, I believe, HPPY Skin. It's missing the vowel there. It's just HPPY Skin. And they have come out with what they call state-of-the-art food technology in a refrigerated skincare line. HPP actually stands for high pressure processing. They say about that, quote, "Our formulas only utilize fresh, highly potent active skincare ingredients at levels proven to be clinically effective." And when they compare their products to ones that are on the market, they say that their products are, quote, "never filler, hype, or watered down. Their marketing says, we are the only skincare brand with fridge fresh ingredients preserved at the height of performance without preservatives. They say refrigerate your way to fresh, happy skin. There are no preservatives in these products. So I like preservatives. Preservatives in skincare are good. But I think that a lot of people associate preservatives with something that isn't natural. You want to go to the store and get the apple. You don't necessarily want to get the apple sauce that has been processed and put a bunch of added sugar in. You know what I'm saying? Like you want that nice fresh product. And they're playing off of that food marketing, which just doesn't apply to cosmetics. It just doesn't. So right now they just have one product, and this product is the Refresh Mask. You get 5.25 ounce packs for $56. So that ends up being about $45 an ounce, which fits in with like high-end skincare. So I looked at the ingredients, and I'm being such a snob about it. I'm like, what in the world are they putting in this product? You know, like it's actually really nice ingredients, I have to say. But besides the fact that there's no preservatives, it's actually nice ingredients. Top of it is aloe vera, and then we have manuka honey, we have kaolin clay, which is really good for oil absorption, then some raw unpeeled organic cucumbers, then we have squalane oil derived from olives, there's vitamin E, there's oat kernel flour, spirulina, hyaluronic acid, and coffee berry energy is what they say. So this actually looks like a really nice formula. It looks like it's going to be very skin calming, it's good antioxidants, good at oil absorbing. We've got some moisturizing and skin balancing ingredients in there. Like it's legit. Like it looks really nice, other than the fact that there's no freaking preservatives. So I looked up and I wanted to see like what is the shelf life on this if you keep it in the fridge. I forgot to write this down, but I want to say it was between 7 and 9 months. So I'll put it on the screen for you, but it wasn't a full year. So this is something you're going to need to keep using, but apparently if you keep it in your fridge, it'll stay good for that shelf life of time, even without preservatives. And to be fair, there may be something behind using higher concentrations of scientifically proven ingredients that do nice things for your skin. And the highly concentrated thing, of course, you don't want a high concentration of certain things that'll irritate the skin if you have too high of a concentration, but it doesn't look like they put any of those things in here. Apparently, Happy Skin is planning on expanding their line. They're expanding it with other products like serums, toners, moisturizers, and cleansers. I'm super curious how they're going to do that with a cleanser, or even a moisturizer, or even a toner. I'm so curious what's going to happen here. Very curious. I will keep my eye on it. So I heard a rumor, and I am excited that it is true. Auric Cosmetics is at Beautylish now. And if you're not familiar with that brand, it is owned by a fellow YouTuber named Samantha Ravenel. And I think that she is a very interesting person. She seems like a lovely human. I did meet her one time very briefly. We didn't really talk a whole lot. So I don't know her personally, but I know people that know her, and she seems like a really nice person. So I'm just really happy for her that her brand is now at Beautylish. So I wanted to let you know that it is there. I also want to give a big congratulations to another YouTuber that I am closer friends with, and that's Angie Newquist, who came out with an Odin's Eye collaboration for Halloween. It is the Halloween collection, and here it is on the screen for you. We have the Little Ghost or the Trick or Treat palette. Those are $43.90 each. Then the Glow lip gloss is $13.90, or the Matte or Shine lip stains. Those are $13.90 as well. You can get a bundle of all of them for $133.70. Congratulations, Angie. I'm so excited for you. I remember she was telling me about the shades as she was developing them and figuring them out. Oh, so many months ago. So many months ago. So it's really nice to see all of the fruits of her labor come to fruition. Fruits coming to fruition. That was interesting wordplay there. Well done to me. We're going to focus on indie brands for a little while. Let's talk about Lethal Cosmetics. They are releasing the 2-Up collection. It is the sequel to their 1-Up collection. This time it is a portable version. The 2-Up palette has 10 shades. It is 45 euros or $14.50. Then we have 10 water activated magnetic liners. Some of them are singles and some of them are duos. That's 8 euros or $17.50 USD. And then there is a duo liner for 8. Is it like, I know it's, I don't know how to say this in euros. It's 8 euros and 50, whatever the things are. Is it pence? I don't know. I think that's for pounds though. I don't know what it's called, and I forgot to look it up. I'll just look it up now. It's going to bother me. What are cents in euros? 1 cent equals a euro coin. How do you say it though? 1 euro cent coin has a value of 1/100 of a euro. Well, there you go. A euro cent. There we go. Now I have learned, and you didn't even need to help me. I Googled it myself. So let us revise. We have the Duo Liner for €8.50. Did I say that right? $8 in USD. And along with that, they have activator drops, there's nail stickers, there's face gems, and all of this launches on Friday, September 29th. Now we'll move on to another indie brand. Let us talk Unearthly Cosmetics. There is the Devour Collection pre-order. It is now live. The estimated ship date for this is October 15th. There is a 12-pan palette, a blush highlighter duo, 3 liquid lipsticks, 2 lip glosses, and 1 lip oil. You can get the bundle for $145. It doesn't look like they are currently selling the products as individuals. I don't know if they are going to sell them as individuals, but right now all you can do is order the entire thing on their website for that $145. But if you are a new customer, you can get 15% off of your first order, and you get that by subscribing to their email list, and you're going to use Unearthly Beings as your code at checkout. Sugar Drizzle Polish also released the Sea Siren palette, $60, really, really beautiful there. And then Chi Chic, All Hail the Jewel Queens. There are 4 9-pan palettes in Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, and Sapphire. You also get a free gem sticker sheet with every palette order. They are $16 each. We have BK Beauty and Angie from Hot and Flashy came out with a 2-year collaboration anniversary bundle of brushes. There's eye brushes and face brushes. Really, really cute set, $150. And what I really like about this is they have everything housed in this makeup bag. It's a makeup bag, but the bottom of it is flat, so you can zip it down and use it almost like a brush cup instead of it just being a bag that has to lay there. Like, it's functional. Like, it's not just a bag, it's a cup. It's so cool. It's such a neat design. I absolutely love it. And then 2 brands before we move into Sephora that are not indie. Well, they're indie brands technically, but they're more mainstream indie brands. We have the ColourPop 1111 collection. I don't know, is ColourPop considered an indie brand? I don't know. I forget. Anyway, my point is they came out with the 1111 collection, and I had to look up because I've heard 1111 before, but I didn't know what it meant. So I went over to Wikipedia because that, of course, is the most trusted source on the internet. But you can tell me if this is right or wrong. They said that, quote, in numerology, 1111 is considered to be a significant moment in time for an event to occur. It's seen as an example of synchronicity, as well as a favorable sign or a suggestion toward the presence of spiritual influence. It is additionally thought that the repetition of numbers in the sequence adds intensity to them and increases the numerological effect. Full collection here is $99. There is a 12-shade eyeshadow palette, 3 pressed powder blushes, 3 shadow sticks, and 4 luxe lipsticks in the collection. You can get individual products from this collection for between $8 and $18, and of course, there's a bunch of other smaller bundles available. And then finally, Revolution came out with the Gotham City Supervillains collection. It features specifically Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. There's 15 items and bundles. It's available at Boots for the UK customers, and it is available at Walmart for US customers. You can also get it at ASOS online. You can get it on the Revolution website online. Prices range from $7 to $55. Now we will venture over to Sephora because they just released 2 more Sephora favorites kits. There's a ton of favorites kits over there. We've talked about all of them in the past, but we have not talked about these 2 new ones. So let's talk about it now. We have the Holiday Sparkly Clean Beauty Set, $42. There's 4 full-size products and a deluxe size and then a mini size. For the full size, you get a Merit Signature Lightweight Lipstick, a Say Dew Blush Liquid Cheek Blush, a Cali Ray Glazed and Infused No Burn Plumping Lip Gloss, and the Kosas Air Brow Clear Plus Clean Lifting Treatment Eyebrow Gel. For the deluxe product, you're going to get a Freck Beauty Cactus Water Cleansing Lactic Acid Toner, and then the mini is the Rose Ink Ultra Black Lash Lifting and Lengthening Serum Mascara. And you know how much I love these favorites kits, but definitely go over there and check the reviews because the reviews are starting to come in on all of the Sephora favorites kits and kind of get an idea of what people are thinking so far, because sometimes people, they get them home and they're just kind of like, this wasn't as good of a deal as I thought. So always keeping in mind, of course, how many of these things you will actually use. versus just being excited about getting a deal. The other Sephora favorites kit is the holiday lip set. It's $45. You get 4 full-size lip products and 3 mini lip products. Full sizes will be of the Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Lip Gloss, the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liner, and the Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm, as well as the Glossier Glassy High Shine Lip Gloss. For the minis, you're getting a Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 Automatic Matte Lip Pencil and the Pat McGrath Labs Mini Trance Lipstick and a Tarte Maracuja Mini Juicy Lip Plump. And then Sephora Collection has released their advent calendar. And it is important to note, if you are new to our beauty space, that the Sephora advent calendar is frequently roasted every single year by anybody that buys it. Like, because they usually put like hair ties as one of the item, or like a little clip or something. Like, they usually put the weirdest little things in here. And this one has some of the little weird things, but not as many, because they've also upped the price from what I remember pretty significantly. So it's 24 different Sephora Collection specific items. So this is different than the Sephora Favorites kits, because that's a variety of products from different brands that are sold at Sephora. The advent calendar, the Sephora Collection advent calendar, is only Sephora branded products. It is $85, which comes out to being about $3.50 per product. So keep that in mind as I'm talking about it. Now, I organize them for you because they're kind of all over the place to kind of get a better idea of what you're getting from each category. We have for makeup, there's a lip gloss, a lip balm, a lipstick, a mini mascara, a blush, a lip stain, and a pencil eyeliner. For makeup tools, you're going to get a makeup sponge and also an eyeshadow brush. Then for skincare, you're getting a mini C+E Vitamin Glow Serum, 2 face masks and 2 eye masks, along with a moisturizer, a toner lotion, a micellar water, and a charcoal nose strip, which is one of the things that people have laughed about in the past, like one nose strip. It's what you get behind the door. Like, oh, yay, a nose strip. Like, it would be nice to have a few more than just one nose strip. It looks like it's just one, though. And then for body care, there is a set of hand masks and a hand balm. Skincare tools, a mini gua sha. Those are really nice. If you've never used a gua sha, they feel really good on the face, especially if you've been talking all day, because that's what I know. It feels really good, like on the jawline. And then an exfoliating glove, which whenever I've used these, I don't find them to be effective. Have you ever used an exfoliating glove and felt like it actually exfoliated anything? I have not. Tell me what brand you used, because I've given up on them. And for other things, there's also a top coat nail polish and a perfume. So I don't think it's as bad this year as what we were previously getting, but I can't wait to hear Alexandria Ryan's take on it. I'm sure she will purchase it and talk about it. And then over at Ulta, again, this is gift set season. That's pretty much all brands are going to launch for a little while, probably for the next month or so, and then we'll get like some smattering of gift sets, a little bit of products here and there, and then we'll get hit with more products in January, like individual products. So Ulta Beauty Collection has released their holiday stuff, and it is a lot. There's so much. Prices range from $10 to $22. Here are a few of the highlights. There's the Deluxe Lip Library. You're going to get 4 each of the deluxe size lip oils, lip glosses, lip creams, and lip stains. The 12 Days of Beauty Advent Calendar. You get 12 products for eyes, face, and lips, along with a beauty sponge. And this is actually, I think, really, really smart and very cute. The Snow Globe Surprise. Inside the Snow Globe, you're going to get 10 mini products. This really looks like a nice gift for a tween or a young teen. Like, I would have loved this as a kid. And traditionally, the Ulta products that are in these gift sets tend to be a little less pigmented, a little easier to work with, a little lighter on application than some of the more traditional Ulta Beauty products and other things that are sold at Ulta. So this may be a great teen gift. The last one that I wanted to highlight is the Rosy Romantic set. It includes an eyeshadow palette, a tinted lip oil, illuminating face primer, and cream blush. There are also a ton of other sets. So there's a bunch of nail sets available. There's more lip sets, there's eye sets, there's a brush set, there's a sponge set. Then there's a ton of bath products and a whole big new range of candles. So I wanted to let you know all of that is over there. It is all available available now. Lancome also released some gift sets this week, $35 to $50. There's some skincare ones, along with one that is 3 full-size Juicy Tube lip glosses. There's a few mascara bundles, quite a few of those, because I guess their mascara is probably one of their most popular products. And then there's also one that's a bundle. It is the Cils Booster XL Enhancing Lash Primer, the Monsieur Big Mascara Volumizing Mascara, and then you get 2 mini Juicy Tube lip balms, which I think is a really nice set. And then finally, in the product report, just one more brand has launched all their holiday stuff, and it is NYX Cosmetics. It's really beautiful. NYX does a really nice job. This stuff is really fun. So the prices range between $12 and $70, and of course, the one that is the cutest is the $70 one. We'll talk about it. There's also one palette along with the 10 gift sets that are available. I'm not going to go into all 10. Don't worry. I'll just give you the highlights. But let's talk about the palette because I do think that it's really cute. This is the Ultimate Flamingo Frost Holiday Color Shadow Palette. There's 16 shades in the palette. The color story really does make sense. You know, you've got the naturals, you've got the pinks, you've got the greens. It's very, you know, Christmassy with a little bit of that feminine-y, pinky green kind of twist to it. I really like it with the flamingos and everything. I think it's super cute. The 3 bigger gift sets that NYX has for this year at Ulta are the 12 Days of Kissmas Lip Makeup Gift Set, then the Butter Gloss Beneath the Wreath Lip Gloss Holiday Gift Set, and the Pull to Slay Surprise Makeup Holiday Gift Set. So this is the one that's $70, but it's really cute. Have you gotten a piñata at like Party City or wherever recently where they have the little pull tabs on the bottom where if for some reason the kids don't smash the piñata open, you can pull the tabs, or if you don't want kids like using sticks and like hitting something, you can just have each one pull a string and then eventually it opens up. That looks like kind of the design for this. It's kind of piñata-like. It's really cute. So you pull the string and then all the makeup falls out. And then also, this is genius freaking marketing. So they say you should look out for a secret QR code on one of the products that takes you to an interactive digital experience. Trust us, you'll want to scan this one. And it makes me want to get it because it makes me want to scan the stupid QR code because I want to know what does it do? What does it do? So you end up getting this. You have to come back and tell me what the QR code does because I'm not going to fall for the marketing. I'm not doing it. But if this looks good to you and you end up getting it, you have to tell me what it was. Beyond that, there are 7 smaller sets for eyes and lips, including Shine Loud Longwear Liquid Lipsticks, Glow Shots Liquid Eyeliners, Vivid Liners, Butter Glosses, Whip Matte Lips, and the Jumbo Multi-Use Highlighter Sticks. And then finally, one more thing, the Festive Eye Essentials Holiday Gift Set. It comes with some jumbo eye pencils, eyeliners, and lashes. All right, my friend, PR purchase product of the week. Woo! This seems like a long show. Of course, I don't know how long this is in entirety, but it feels like a long show this week. All right, so on my eyes today, this was just sent to me in PR by Gourmand Girls. I really loved the last palette that they sent me. This one right here, I died over the Nightshade palette. It was so freaking good. So they sent this one over and I had fun with it today. This is the first time I've used it. And I was kind of going for, I feel like it's not as bright and bold as it was when I was putting it on, but I was going for like a purple green like flip situation. So I used this purple here and then I used the green shades to set it up. And then I had to supplement it a little bit because I wanted some green like more on the outer corner, like a shimmery green, but I didn't want that one. So what I ended up doing is I put this guy on my inner corner part and then I went over to this purchase palette, the Trevor and Dose of Colors Eternal Love palette, and I grabbed this green and kind of threw that on the outer corner a little bit just to accentuate that a bit. And then I dipped into ColourPop's Halloween collection from last year. This was the Hocus Pocus 2 palette, and I took the green, this green right here, this one, Brew Another Batch. I put that on my lower lash line kind of opposite to flip the look, and I put a little bit of the Candle Is a Light in the inner corner just to kind of brighten it a little bit. And I swear it looks brighter in person. At least it did. When I was putting it on, it looked so much brighter, and now I'm looking at it and it's like, that looks neutral, Jen. How does that happen? I don't even know. But really had a lot of fun building this look today. On my cheeks today, this was sent to me by Kaleidos. This is their Mono Blush in Pearl Blitz. It's more of a bronzer on me, so I used a little bit of that. And I purchased this for the video that I put up on Friday, the shopping with me video, where I went to, for the first time, to the brand new Ulta that's in my Target. And this is one of the products I purchased, and I really like this a lot. This is the blush tape. It's not a brand new product, it's just new to me. This is the blush blush tape in pink, and it really is pretty. That's what's on my cheeks today. I really like this product a lot. Oh, and also I use if you watch the video, I used this product incorrectly. I thought that it was an eyeliner. It's the Neutrogena brow pen. And even though it is way too light for me, like in reality, it's super light for me, I did use it today and I don't think it looks bad. I actually think it looks pretty good. So I'm definitely keeping this. I love the way my brows came out today using this. I did have to spoolie it through because I couldn't let the lighter color like really show through. So when I spoolied it, it ended up being the perfect amount of coverage. So yes on that. And then for lips, Sigma was kind enough to send over their new lip collection. It's their lip lacquers, but they feel like lip glosses. Legit just feel like a very, very, very pigmented lip gloss. And the doe foot on this is so comfy and cushy and big, and I love it. And let me swatch it. See how pigmented it is? It's super, super pigmented, and I really like it a lot. I did put a little bit of shine in the middle. So the outer color is what that is. And then I put a little bit from the Haunted palette from Gourmand Girls. Put a little bit of the purple on the inside to make my lips look a little extra juicy. And I really like my look today. I love the way that it came out. Notable sales this week we have from Fenty, 25% off site-wide, 50% off at Juvia's Place, select items there, 25% off site-wide over at Lancome. Ulla Henriksen is 30% off, and of course Ulta is having their fall beauty haul up to 40% off until September 30th on select items. And that, my friend, was what's up in makeup this week. Thank you so, so much for watching. And of course, thank you as always to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you so much for your submissions this week. I appreciate you so, 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 so much. I do want to give you a heads up that next week's sponsorship is a very, very, very special one. It is a sponsorship / collab with a local business that I am so excited about because the owner of this brand is literally one of my favorite people that I know from the farmers markets, and I can't wait to share it with you. So make sure you tune in to the sponsorship on next week's episode of What's Up in Makeup. But for this week, my friend, chat is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hopefully you can join us for our live chat. If you can't, it is no problem. I know some weekends are very, very busy. You can catch it on the replay. If you're subscribed, it should just be hanging out in your subscription feed. So this is a really great time to hit the subscribe button so my videos are very easy for you to find. But if for some reason you don't want to do that, that's fine. You do what you want. It's your subscription feed. Do what you want. You can also go to my channel page and click on the live tab. That is where all my live streams are housed. You could find it there. You can also find it by clicking on the link down below. That is the What's Up in Makeup live chat podcast. You can subscribe to it over there and it will go into your YouTube music feed. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up before you head out. But if you were not ready to head out, I have more content for you. YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos for you to watch, including last week's episode of What's Up in Makeup. It's going to be right down there. YouTube's going to pick the top one based on your viewing history. But if you do need to go, get it. Okay, you might got stuff to do. Totally fine. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.